Get him, Rob. Fight him.
I'm trapped. Who needs 4 walls and bars when I'm held prisoner by the skin I'm in? Always lost and couldn't seem to win. Unable to pave a new road, so I continued circling the same blocks where I'd already been. I didn't find solutions in crystal meth or in the guys on the other ends of the dicks I sucked. I gave so much brain I found myself stuck. I'm stupid. Either way, I was sucking. Sucking smoke out of a pipe in hopes I'd take flight to escape my pain. Sucking off Julio, Angel, Mike, thinking I'd be liked for more than just the drugs I could provide or the money I paid to get laid. With others who barter and trade their bodies and their souls to find the means and ways to get more because our souls are tortured. So we light rocks in glass pipes with torches, scraping off residue caked up white before it scorches. I am no stranger to the stench of my dignity and self-respect left decomposing like corpses beneath the wreckage of my past till the dawn approaches, making us scramble like roaches. Like a vampire afraid of the sun, I'd retreat to the underworld. I'm trapped, unable to elude the shame that has chased me down the mileage of my past. Like an object in my rear view, closer than it appears, it stays moving in fast. So I try to escape being chased by running 7-day missions. No eating, no sleeping, till there was nothing left of my stash or my cash, leading to the inevitable crash. I am no stranger to the taste of misery and regret, seasoned with butane as I inhale what remains of my last blast. Exhaustion and hunger set in. These being the moments when sleep deprivation and dehydration start messing with the perception of my brain. When the hallucinations came, haunted by snapshots of my mother wearing disapproving expressions held in my memory bank's picture frames. Unable to lower the volume of the suicidal thoughts I entertained. Not a victim of circumstance, but of my own choices. Still a victim just the same. I only had myself to blame. So like an old dog learning a new trick, I rolled over. And there's no sense in looking over my shoulder at those boulders I tripped over. With eyes front, I forged the bumpy road ahead. With God as my airbag, my program of recovery becomes my Range Rover. I'm an addict. I'm an addict. I'm an addict, but this is progress, not perfection. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. The wisdom to know the difference. Oh. Happy anniversary, Mike Geffner, Marvin. I love you.
We love you back, Rob.
Thank you. It's an honor to be here in this lineup. I know I don't come through as often as I should. I really should be here more often. But anytime you need me, please holler and I will be here. De corazón. Has anybody ever been in a love triangle?
Yeah.
Well, I was in a lust triangle.
Only one?
On the 2 train. This is actually, I don't know why, like I was sitting here thinking what I was going to do, and I actually kind of pulled this out of the archive. This is actually the first piece I ever wrote. So, watching you watch her, she watches me break into a sweat. Intensely you gaze at her, you blaze her with your stare. Nervously she fidgets, she looks away. Beside you I sit, gripped by the sweet funky scent of your arousal. Consumed by the heat emanating from your manhood. Ever so slightly I cock my head as to secure your profile within my peripherals. You lick your lips, not knowing, not caring that you hold hostage my attention. Deeply I breathe. My chest heaves as I begin to kiss you. I begin to lick you, begin to suck you, to swallow you, devour you with my eyes. Meanwhile, your eyes slice through her thighs like a hot knife through cocoa butter, melting her, dissolving her like ice cream in the August sun, making her run off the seat, making her drip, drip, dripping onto the floor as she collects herself as a puddle at my feet. The presence of antibodies is what they look for when they test for HIV. I was 22 years old in 1993, 10 years since the first cases had been reported about in NYC. Now spread throughout its various communities, no longer them, because now it's we. But that didn't stop me from testing the breaking point of invincibility. I stepped into the room that smelled of sterility, where I waited for what seemed like an eternity to see what the results of my test would read. Your test came back positive, he said, nothing less, nothing more. Unable to look me in the eye, he stared down at the floor. He'd never delivered an HIV positive test result before. My impulse to bolt out the door was outweighed by the need to make sure that the doctor felt secure. So I stayed, and I was counseled some more. 7 years to live were some words I grabbed onto. Treatment options and not a death sentence were some others. Had I been another, I might have jumped in front of the 2 train like my girl Sharonda's little brother, or hung myself in the bathroom with an extension cord like my boy Pito's baby's mother, after they discovered that the baby had the monster too. But instead of suicidal ideation, I found that I had the will to live, and that I actually possessed the power to forgive. Forgive myself for the choices I had made and the actions I had spoken. Forgive the one who infected me, because he's dead, and I have a long life ahead. Forgive my mother for her ignorance and for her religious convictions, which allow her to believe in a God whose answers to drug addiction and homosexuality are AIDS and HIV. Forgive the doctor for his contradictions, for his inaccurate depictions, for pushing mad prescriptions, for his 7-year prediction, which caused me for some years to reside within my fear. It's been 19 and I'm still here. It's been 19 and I'm still here, and I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. I used to have my whole life ahead of me. Now at best, my glass is half full and I still thirst. I thirst in the desert of what I have to show for myself, for the moisture of a purpose yet to be discovered. All I can do is spit. I spit to unchapped lips, dehydrated. Because for an addicted, HIV-positive homo of color in America, there are already too many reasons to feel worthless. I fall back and observe shit. Judging y'all, judging me. Taking myself to the places that comparisons can lead. Depression is anger turned inward. So I write myself inside out. I write because it's easier to express than it is to feel. I spit about my pain so someone else can hold it for a while. You see, they mess with me. The moments spent dwelling on my past, but I can't help it. I look back on a life full of uncertainty and lowered expectations, thought out and impulsive choices. I swim in the ocean of my memories. I drown in the indigo of my pain. I am resuscitated by my refusal to die, without creating a legacy to leave behind, as my virus and I walk hand in hand toward the dawn of our sunset years together. I wring my gut out in these poems. I wear my heart on lines refrain. I beat back my demons trying to keep them tame, because I no longer get high to escape my pain. Writing is all I have to keep me sane, as the thoughts in my brain grind against each other, louder than any subway train. The only way to lower the volume is by allowing them to speak through the ink. I'm not really crazy about the shit I've been writing these days. So I stab my soul with a pen. I puncture through spiritual dimensions, rolling my ballpoint against the surface of lives past, scratching them. I dig a little deeper in hopes that what bleeds will leave a profound sense of connection for the ones who listen or who read. More than just tales of intrigue, I drop jewels while claiming my place amongst those witches, word players, and speakers of truth that have come before me, planting seeds of poetry, bearing fruits of inspiration for the ones who will succeed. My poetry is my legacy. Thank you.